Hey y'all, it's your girl Mika, aka Butter, and I'm back to you with another scoop of mocha chocolate. Oh my goodness. And today we're talking about the interview that everyone's been raving about, Monique and Steve Harvey. Let's get it poppin'.
The fact that we sitting here arguing like this.
We're not arguing.
Okay, we're discussing.
You and your sister, we having a conversation and mommy and daddy ain't here right now.
Cool.
And I'm getting ready to punch you in your mouth.
No.
That's the conversation. Bam, bam.
So there you have it. Now, I just want to say this. This is the interview everyone's talking about, Monique and Steve Harvey. It's finally hit the airwaves and these YouTube streets. Now, everyone raved about how Monique said she would punch Steve in the face. And I was like, really? Come to find out, there were just some weak-minded individuals in the audience. Now, Black people, we are passionate about what we believe in. When we disagree, this is what it looks like. There was no about to go to blows. There were some weak-minded individuals in the audience that saw this exchange and don't understand our passion. That's where you get the headline. It was so tense. You could just cut the tension with a knife. It was very awkward. I didn't understand. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay? Just like in the streets, when they disagree with us and we respond, they will call the police on your ass because your passion is so real. Okay? Now, to me, this was not fighting words at all. It was, hey, we finally talking. So, were the comments made by Monique blown out of proportion? Absolutely. I also believe the advice that Steve Harvey gave her in this interview was 100% wrong too. So let's hear a few clips of what Monique had to say.
Baby, he be saying like I'm a problem.
Oh, you in a problem.
What? We got labeled as difficult because I said one word, and that was no. Now, I said no to some very powerful people. I said no to Oprah Winfrey. I said no to Tyler Perry. I said no to Lee Daniels. And I said no to Lionsgate. And the difficulty came in when people that look like me, like Oprah, Tyler, Lee Daniels, and I gotta put my brother Steve on the list. Y'all knew I was not wrong. Each one of you said to me, Monique, you're not wrong. And when I heard you go on the air and you said, my sister done burnt too many bridges, and there's nothing I can do for her now. Steve, do you know how hurt I was?
Simone, now let me...
Inequality is devastating, and it's extreme. And when people said, Monique, do you think calling a boycott was extreme? You damn right. But isn't inequality extreme? So we've got to get to a place where we're unafraid to say it out loud.
Mo told Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey,
Tell him.
and Lee Daniels to suck her private parts. And I went,
And what I'm not going to do, Steve, I'm never, ever going to waver from my comedy show on that stage. That's my gift, and that's my freedom. And what happens is when you allow people to start taking your freedom and your gift and making it become what makes them comfortable, we then lose. When you called me with the morning show on the phone, I said to you, Steve, my family is suffering behind this. And y'all know I did nothing wrong. Y'all know my husband did nothing wrong. But none of y'all in real time, was strong enough to go publicly and say, we can't throw our sister under the bus.
Now, let me just say this. For those of you that don't know the full story behind what they're talking about in this interview, I did extensive research before I came with this because I wanted to make sure I had the story correct. So, this is what happened. Lee Daniels had a movie, Precious, okay? And he didn't have the money to produce the movie, Okay. The money that he did have, I guess he paid Lionsgate or went in with Lionsgate to produce the movie. So they had very little left over to pay the actors. All right. Now, Monique was a comic. It was, she was Queens of Comedy and she was coming up. She was very up and coming. She had, I don't know if she had her show just yet on BET, but she was doing things. Okay. When he came to her, he said, Monique, I want you to do this. I think this will be a great role for you, but I only have $10,000 to pay you. Monique, being a friend, and this is where I keep saying kindness never goes unpunished. Okay. Being a friend and someone that was trying to look out for her brother, she said, I'll do it. And I'm going to come with the rent too. So they did the movie. She put her all into it. I mean, she turned into another person. Well, not really, because, we as people are familiar with hood ideas. So it doesn't really take too much acting for us. So, but they loved it. Everyone loved it. They said she did a great job. She won an Oscar. So, I mean, obviously she did a great job. The contract was for the movie and for her to promote the movie in the United States. And in addition, they paid her a used car, $10,000. All right. Now, it didn't go as expected. She won an Oscar. They didn't think that was going to happen. Otherwise, they probably would have, paid a little more or put a little more in the budget, right? So she did the acting as per contract. She did the promotion in the U.S. as per contract. She got paid her $10,000 as per contract, and she won an Oscar as per her acting in the movie. Once it was over, that was it. It was done. A month, week, whatever later, they came to her and they said, hey, Mo, why don't you go overseas to promote the movie as well? And she said, okay, well, how much are y'all going to pay me? And they said, well, nothing. And she said, well, I appreciate the offer, but no, thank you. She declined, which is within her right to do. Let me put this into perspective for you, okay? Let's say, and this is a huge far from the truth, but let's say that it cost $5,000 per day to produce a video on this channel, on my platform, right? And you come to me and say, hey, I want to be a host on your show. And I say, you know what? I'm going to let you do it. You. Yes, you. You watching right now. I'm going to pay you $1,000 to take over my show for a day. And you're like, okay, great. You come and take over the show and you do an amazing job. The video that you do goes viral, right? You with me so far? All right. The video you do goes viral. I pay you your $1,000 and I'm excited. I'm like, yes, it went viral. People are subscribing now and this and that and the other. And a week later, I come to you and say, hey, here's what I want you to do. I want you to promote my channel. Okay? The video is hot. Everyone loved you. And, this is going to be good for you. So I want you to, start going out to different venues and meeting people and promoting my channel. What? Gas money? No. You got that. What? You pay you what? For what? Why would I pay you? This is good for you too. Is it coming into perspective for you now? What they did was they tried to play her. And she told him, no, you're not finna do me like that. I have other plans now. Y'all paid me a used car and I accepted that and I got you an Oscar. I would think that would be enough. They didn't like her telling them no and they blackballed her for it. Okay. And none of them, when she spoke out about it, came to her defense. Okay. Now that we've got that in perspective, let's look at what Steve Harvey had to say.
Now, guess what we need to move forward and fix this?
Come on.
These people owe you an apology. You owe those people an apology. Then we can move. You are too valuable. I don't want to lose your gift to the world.
You won't.
Because we're trying to prove a point when we can prove the point by doing it in a more loving way.
Oh.
When you tell the truth, you have to deal with the repercussions of the truth. We black out here. We can't come out here and do it any kind of way we want to. Listen to me. Your husband can't be the Sydney that he really is out here.
Let me tell you something.
That flexing, we got to flex a different way. We out here in a game. This the money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This the money game.
But
we in the money game. And you cannot sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them. You cannot help them.
We're in the money game. But let me tell you what the game is before the money game. Before the money game, it's called the integrity game. And we've lost the integrity worrying about the money. Before the money game, it's called the integrity game. And we've lost the integrity worrying about the money.
Before the money game, it's called the integrity game. And we've lost the integrity worrying about the money.
Exactly. It's called the integrity game. We've lost the integrity worrying about the money. And this is where Steve Harvey falls for me. I feel like he would throw us as a people under the bus for $1. And he's demonstrated that in this previous conversation that we just played. Now, I want to play for you what Monique had to say about all of this. Give me just a second.
We black out here. We can't come out here and do it any kind of way we want to.
He own you. He can do anything he want with you. There ain't nothing you can do about it.
The money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
Not sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Now, I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin.
I crumble. My children crumble. My grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my meat.
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
You better learn. You best learn or you're gonna get the bloody back for sure.
Now this is exactly how I saw that interview. They read my mind when they put that clip together. And I don't know whether or not Monique did it or somebody else, but she reposted it. And let me tell you, that's exactly what I saw listening to him talk to her. He sounded like, oh, we can't let Master know we upset like that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be nice. We gotta do it in a better way. We gotta do it in a way where people, you know, that's what it was. They read my mind. Oh my goodness. So there was one other response that she came with that I want to play for you, and then I'll come to you with the definition of a sellout, because I believe that's exactly what happened here. And you saw it in this previous video, but you didn't get a chance probably to read it, so I'd like to bring that to light for you before we end. Give me just a moment.
Money means nothing to me, boxing when it comes to the freedom of your people. So everything I'm doing, if it means hitchhike tomorrow, if it means be raggedy, if it means look for a job, I'll be happy because I can go to bed, my conscience is clear, and I didn't sell out or trade my people just because I could be rich in Hollywood with a yacht out here on my, that could be my yacht right there. Imagine it's valued at $200,000, but I wouldn't want that damn yacht if I couldn't go back over in the black neighborhood and protest a black woman being raped. The hell with the yacht, the hell with the championship. So I want the people to know this, you understand?
Okay, so there you have it. I apologize. I had you on mute there for a second. This is the essence of what's going on. You know, we have to be cognizant of our reactions. You don't want to put off a persona that's not you or how you feel because you want to impress a certain somebody. Okay? Weak-minded individuals run from our personalities, and that's where we mess up at. We have to be who we are in front of them as well as in front of each other. So where Steve Harvey missed the boat is he did this interview with the intention of helping Monique by telling her that the way that she went about expressing herself was wrong. Let's talk about sellouts for a second. The definition of a sellout or selling it. And somebody put this up here. This is not the full definition, but I agree enough to where we can read it. So, selling out is a common, idiomatic, pejorative expression for the compromising of a person's integrity, morality, authenticity, or principles in exchange for personal gain, such as money. In an example, they say, in terms of music or art, selling out is associated with attempts to tailor material to a mainstream or commercial audience. And we can all gather what a mainstream or commercial audience is in the United States. I really don't feel it needs to be said. So with that, I want to say this. Is Steve what we like to call selling out or cooning? Yeah. Steve told her to bite her tongue and handle it a different way. His words, you can't flex the way you do at home. To me, that's straight up selling out, period, point blank. When you tell a sister to hide who she is and her grievance because the man would be intimidated is straight up bullshit. Steve, I hate to say it, bruh, but you sat there and told Sister Monique to sell out. They did her wrong and she spoke up, which is what she's supposed to do. Now just imagine if Rosa Parks handled it a different way, or Martin Luther King handled it a different way. Monique let her grievance be known in her way and forget whose feelings got hurt. Just like they had no concern for her feelings when they did that bullshit to her and blackballed her and probably told everybody that they know, oh, don't work with her. She's difficult. It's hard to work with. She's demanding. They did that shit on purpose because she said, I'm not going to let y'all play me, and I'm not going to spend money out of my pocket to go promote a movie that I'm not going to get paid anymore for, which is reasonable. I don't know anybody that would do that. I don't even know any white actors that would do that. Why did they expect her to do that? That's another show altogether. It is what it is. So on that note, I would like to say goodbye and good night. Thank you so much for tuning in to this mocha chocolate goodness. You know what I'm saying. Don't forget, you can follow me on Instagram at Mika Latoya. You can follow me on Twitter at flyshoes.com. You can get the book if you like urban fiction. Now, just because I'm boring here don't mean I can't write now, okay? My writing's good. I done got plenty of. I've actually got a offer for a movie. I ain't taking $10,000. Just let that be known. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Share if you want. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I just need subscribers. Subscribe. All right. Now, before I go, don't forget, make sure to be nice to someone who was nice to you.